to give another shout out, maybe I'm not sure got shouted out, but one of the hardest working people, and I think the best lieutenant governor in the entire United States of America, Joe Garcia.
Yeah.
Also, Kathy Underhill and the staff of Hunger, Colorado. Summer gather Colo and share our strength. And then Carla Maracini and Kelly Perez from our government center. Kelly Perez and Carla Maracini, two of the hardest working people in the whole governor's office. Okay, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You guys all agree to that, I'm sure. This bill ensures that up to 43,000 kids in the coming year and 80,000 by 2015 are going to be able to have a healthy breakfast every day they come to school. Because once you get a healthy breakfast, then you're ready to learn, right? You come to school, you're ready to learn. You know how important, right? This is to make sure that you get the day started right, because if you're not ready, if you don't really pay attention, if you don't really focus, you're not going to learn the stuff you're going to need to learn in the weeks to come and in the years to come. That's the one thing about school. I got in a fight with my son Teddy. He's just finishing 5th grade, and we got into a big fight. He was complaining about how much homework he had. I said, oh, but elementary school, these are the greatest years of your life. You'll look back someday, and all you had to do was study. Teddy looked at me and he says, you're clueless. That's crazy. He says, what do you do this so hard every day? Make decisions? And then he said, Daddy, get the facts, make a decision, check, next. He says, every day I've got to come into school and learn something completely new that I didn't even know existed the day before. If I don't get it completely right, my next day is misery. Because everything's based on the day before. You got to learn it right the day before. Well, you can't learn it right if you don't have, if you're hungry and distracted and you've got your stomach growling. We're going to make sure that you guys get that critical first meal. Now, this is a critical step for our No Kid Hungry campaign. We're lucky to have partners in this campaign like Hunger Free Colorado, Share Our Strength. Colorado is one of 3 what we call proof of concept states, where we're going to go out and do this. And then demonstrate the difference that it makes and how well you guys do in school, right? That's a big part of it. So the whole nation's going to be watching Colorado's progress on this. In Colorado, 1 in 5 kids struggle with hunger, right? Don't get enough to eat on a regular basis. For some, school meals are the only regular feeding that we really make sure also make sure that we get nutritious meals. We want to make sure that we're staying focused and keeping you guys healthy and active, and not putting on excess weight. The Breakfast After the Bell Nutrition Program addresses all these things. Make sure that we do get meals to those kids who need it, and that those meals are nutritious. In 2014-2015, when 80% of the kids are eligible for a free and reduced lunch, we will ramp this up, and in 2015-2016, schools with 70% qualified students will have all students served. So we are, each year, expanding the number of kids we're going to get into this program. I want to thank all of you kids for being here and being such an audience, and to recognize and thank all your teachers for allowing us to come in and intrude in your school day, even if only for a few minutes. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Representative Dominic Moreno, and welcome him to say a few remarks to you as well.
Yay!
Well, good morning. This is absolutely incredible. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to pull a bit of a Hickenlooper and go unscripted here. I really want to thank you, because when this bill passed, and I knew it was going to pass, it was really important for me to bring home the celebration here to my district, Adams 14, where I grew up and went to school. I didn't go to Rose Hill Elementary, I went to Central, hold it against me. But it was important that we did something that I knew was going to benefit people and students in my community. And so when we looked at breakfast after the bell and noticed that breakfast is absolutely the most important meal of the day, we made sure that this breakfast program is going to result for you in higher test scores in math and reading, and ultimately there's been studies done about this, higher graduation even. And so when we talk about making our education system a 21st century education system, it starts with making sure that you come to school well-fed and prepared to learn. When I had my meeting with the governor about halfway through the session, he was asking, well, how can I help? And I said, well, I'm gonna have this bill coming to you. It's about breakfast, and I hope that you'll sign it. And I think in comparison to some of the other bills that were passed in the legislature, he said, well, that sounds pretty easy, making sure students have breakfast. So that's why it was so easy. That's why it was so bipartisan. It's because everyone can get behind making sure kids come to school well-fed and prepared to learn. I think there's a couple of groups that, again, just deserve an extra shout out because they did so much to make sure that this bill was a reality. The Colorado Health Foundation, Share Our Strength Colorado, the Colorado Children's Campaign, Live Well Colorado, Padres y Jóvenes Unidos, and that's actually something I taught my co-prime sponsor, Tony Exum, to say correctly, Padres y Jóvenes Unidos. Colorado Education Association, is Kelly Bellman here? I don't see her, but as well as, and a special shout out to Scott Chase, who was an amazing advocate for this bill and made sure that the business community recognized the importance of this and brought on the Denver Metro Chamber of Commerce and the Colorado Competitive Council. Thank you, Scott. And I also just wanted to recognize that we have a lot of community support here as well. And Adams 14 Board of Education board member Larry Quintana is here with us. Thank you, Larry, for being here. And lastly, this bill would have never been a reality without Kathy Underhill and Maura Barnes of Hunger Free College. So I think we're ready to make this bill a law, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, I think we're gonna get started. Again, thank you so much for being here. One more shout out, of course, when you depend as much on your parents sometimes as I do, you gotta make sure you introduce them. My mom and dad, Dilly and Mingo, are here with us as well. Thank you so much.
So just so you guys all know, so when we make a law, these legislators debate the pros and the cons, the good parts and the worst parts. They compromise and get it to a point where everyone agrees it's going to be a law, and then they pass it both in the state Senate and the state House of Representatives, the two parts of our General Assembly, and then when I sign it, it becomes a law. So the moment I finish signing my name, it becomes a law. That's when you really clap. Got it? Here we go.
disabled and can stand on it. That's a good thing.
And Juan's going to get a pen.
I hope so. Behind you. Ailish and Juan. Ailish. Yes. She's right behind you. Right, Ailish. And then that's a cute picture. That's a really cute picture. Oh, that cute. That was really cute. I hope somebody got that. Oh my gosh, that was really cute. Bravo! Yeah, that's just awesome. This makes Did you ever shake the governor's hand? I wonder.